Eid Mubarak, esteemed listeners of Premium Times Weekly podcasts. Village people seem to be after President Buhari's administration, and it is only by God's grace that the village people will get a plan B to have another thing to worry about. Anyways, I am Titi Lokwe. Those were not my words there. Those were the submissions of Ogbeni Femi Adesina, President Muhammadu Buhari's defender-in-chief. The media aide of the president said the reason Buhari has not been able to deliver the lofty ideas he had from 2015 was because some evil forces, what we call village people on the street of Twitter, or Aye, not Davido's Aye. The one you hear of in Yoruba movies. The journalist turned publicist suggested that incompetence was not the reason for the insecurity and the other political and economic challenges of the country. Rather, it is evil forces that have set cobwebs here and there in the country. In his words, God will help Buhari to restore the country, Nigeria will rise again, and Aye will lose. I think the short holiday must have allowed Mr. Adesina to see some Yoruba movies recently, because this is where people don't take responsibility for their actions. Instead, they blame the devil. Someone should tap the man and other Nigerian political leaders who urge Nigerians to pray for the country during the Islamic celebration to get to work, because heaven helps those who help themselves. Maybe the evil forces are losing no sleep because they came very close to the doorstep of the president. A foolish attempt, according to one of the wise men around the president, Garba Shehu, was made to burgle the residencies of the president's chief of staff, Ibrahim Gambari, and administration officer, Abubakar Maikano. While the platform that broke the news claimed the heist was successful and the invaders emptied the duo's Aso Rock residencies, Mr. Shehu said the attempts were unsuccessful. The police are now on the trail of the criminals. Branded as one of the most fortified places, not just in the Federal Capital Territory, but in the country, the attempted breach in these residences is a summary of how the security situation in the country has worsened. But there is no one to blame. Evil forces are at work, right? Let's continue to pray. The unknown thieves must have known they have a role model when the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Abdulrasheed Bawah, said $153 million and over 80 properties worth about $80 million have been recovered from a former Minister of Petroleum Resources, Diziani Alison Madueke. The name of the jury freak has featured either as the main defendant or an accomplice in numerous corruption cases filed in court by the EFCC since her exit from office. The fugitive is believed to have escaped to the United Kingdom, and she has been on the run since her exit from public office. Bringing her back to Nigeria to face spending charges against her has proved to be a hard nut to crack for the EFCC. Another evil force? Oh wait, the National Bureau of Statistics has a message for us. Something that might be the antidote used by some. In the first quarter of this year, the federal government generated about 393 billion naira as company income tax, up from about 296 billion naira in the first quarter of 2020. The bureau said breweries, beverages, and bottling companies generated the highest amount of company taxes with over 23 billion naira. Only professional services like telecommunications generated more than at least 18 billion naira. Even state ministries and parastatals could generate 17 billion naira, while the textile and garment industry generated only about 13 million naira. In short, companies producing drinks paid more taxes than textile and telecommunication companies. They must have earned some good money to be able to pull that. Nigerians, I hate you. As always, this edition was written by Yusuf Akinpelu. I am Titi Lokwe. See you next week. Bye, and take the president's advice. Beware of your village people. And remember, just because the lizard nods its head doesn't mean it's in agreement with you. No lose guard though, you get why. Please share and subscribe to this podcast for prompt notification of our weekly edition.